Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and this is episode 2 or second day of you guys might remember this bathroom where I repaired the ceiling and we did some repairs downstairs. So I showed you guys how to skim over a repair area of the ceiling. So I'm back here today to paint it and finish it all off. So I'm going to show you guys what it's looking like now. I'll show you also the downstairs areas that I did as well, and shout out to someone who spotted a crack that I missed. And you know what's crazy, I was really interested in seeing if I could see that crack off camera on the naked eye, because I did notice it on the video once it was shown to me, but I came back to site and the first thing I did was to look for that crack, and believe me, I almost couldn't find it. Like, I don't know how the video shows it, the way the lighting, I don't know, but you take my word for it, it's very, very hard to see this crack, and I had to look for it. But I did find it's a very hairline crack, and it looks a lot bigger than it does on video, which is probably why I missed it. But I'm going to scrape it, I'm going to dig it out, I'm going to put some filler on it anyway, because I had to put another coat on the area that I did anyway. So, and I can let that dry. It takes about an hour to dry, and then I'll probably paint the hallway ceiling last. So yeah, just wanted to mention that. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys the bathroom, then we'll work our way down. So here we are in the bathroom, and this is the ceiling area that I repaired the last time when I was here. So you guys can see it here. Basically, you can see I blended it in. This area, it's all dried nicely now. This has been about probably about a week, I think it is now, since I did this, and it's looking really good. So what I am going to do is, although I know the edges are blended well, I've got some 180 grit sandpaper. I'm just going to give it a light sand around the edges, just to make sure, and then I'm going to hit this with some undercoat, and then what we'll be doing is giving this ceiling 2 coats of paint. So that's the plan for this room. I'm going to show you guys downstairs. So this is the other area which I did, and I can feel a little bit of a lip. I know I had to give it a second fill, but what I did is I just sort of leveled it out. I'm going to give it a nice fine layer which will dry really quickly, and then I'll give that a sand. Now that crack, I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera now. I cannot see it with my naked eye. So if you can see it on your screen, then it must be the camera that really shows up everything. I'm trying to look for it. Okay, I can kind of see, it's not even a crack, it's sort of blistered a little bit here, and about here you can see a little crack. But as I said, you really cannot see it from actually being here. For some reason, the lighting or the camera just shows it off a lot more. So, well, that is that anyway. So yes, we are going to move forward to the kitchen. Show you guys that as well. And here we go. So there's the area that I had skimmed up there. That's all dried out nicely. It does, even on the camera screen, it looks darker, but it is quite light. There's a little dark area which probably was a little bit still wet, so it's dried out now. And then there was some filler that I did up here, and there was some little minor crack there, and there was just some very minor bits, very, very minor. There was a little bubbling that I had scraped back. So again, you guys can see the filler. So I'll sand this all down with some fine sandpaper. And once I've done that, I'm going to caulk the crack up the top there. And then we're ready to undercoat this area. Once it's dried, I'm going to be painting that wall, this ceiling, this wall here, the whole thing, all the way down to the end. I suggested that I just paint the whole thing rather than just painting the area and trying to patch it, because it might show up. So yes, undercoat it first, and then we're going to hit everything with 2 coats.
gonna wipe this all down, and then that'll be good to I'll caulk that all. Then I've got to shoot off and get some paint. So they've given me the tin of paint that was used here, so I need to go and get some of it. It's the Dulux Trade Diamond Matte, I think, if anyone wants to know. That's it, so that's down here sanded. And wipe it down and caulk those gaps. Just testing out the this camera. You might notice that it follows me around once I dial in my face on it. Which the first time I'm trying it now, so hopefully it works. Hopefully it looks good. And it's like me having some help, someone with a tripod or someone with a camera. Feels like a long time since I've painted. That was one of the first things I did when I started in the trades. But it's been a while. As usual with painting, with everything, prep is key. So make sure you spend time when you're prepping. You're filling, you're caulking, you're undercoating, you're sanding, all that stuff. Get that as good as you can before you start painting with your top coats and so on. And that's how you'll that'll be the difference between a sort of amateur finish and a professional finish. So we've got a few cracks here. They just come away from the door here as well, which I should have siliconed it. I might use a sealer, a door frame sealer instead there. But there's some cracks either side here, which I'm gonna use the caulk on. These would have just come after they, finished the work here, sometime after. I'm not sure how long ago this work was done, but you can expect some level of cracking, when you have a certain amount of work done. Just needs a simple seal up and repaint. There you go. Maybe I'll just hit this with some caulk as well. It's not that big. So in order for me to caulk behind this properly, I actually need to take the vents off. Started to disassemble this vent. This is the trickle vent. So I'll take the cover off and I can screw this back on after. So when they put the door in and they did the skimming or whatever, they didn't actually seal around the top here, so I need to take this vent off. See all the plaster and paint on it. Now I can actually get the caulk on at the back here. And we can actually paint here properly. There you go. Right guys, so a quick update. So I've filled that ceiling, I'll show you guys that. Also, while that's been drying, I've been doing a little bit of undercoating in preparation for the paint. So I actually need to go get some paint because I only had a little bit left here of the original paint, but I was supposed to pick up some anyway. So now I've got the tin, I'm gonna go and get that paint now, give that fill a little bit more time to dry, probably another 20 minutes, half an hour, it'll be ready to sand down. But let me show you what it looks like. So here we go guys, so I gave this bit of the ceiling another fine coat, as you guys can see, and then obviously I dug out and filled that side as well, so that should be good to go. One thing I did notice when I was scraping it, it felt like in this section paper, so I'm wondering if there was lining paper on here and they've filled over the lining paper. This is what it seems like, this is how it feels to me, so if that's what they've done, there's not much else we can do about that, but it feels like that's what happened there. In here, I did some undercoating basically. Here, I've just put some undercoat all up here, all around here, and I've undercoated here as well. So in here, what I've done is I just painted around the lights. I did all the cutting in with the coat around the edges as well, just to save me some time. Again, just while I'm waiting for that plaster to dry. So also I gave it some sanding where the blend is as well. So yeah, I'll be able to give that a coat as well. All right guys, so we are in the hardware store. I'm just picking up some paint. I want to show you guys the price of this paint, and this is why things cost so much money. There we go. So this is the paint that we're using, Diamond Matte. So next time you've got a decent painter who's using good quality paints and stuff, and he gives you the price, understand this is why. This is 1.5 litre tin of paint, right? And this is the price. $54.29, and that is plus VAT. So add another 20%, another what, £10-12 on that? You're talking about £65 for one tin of 5 litre paint. That is actually insane. I'm gonna see if I can find a 2.5 litre if they've got one, because we don't need this much. But that is crazy, the prices on paint. Well, it looks like they do not do this in 2.5 litre, at least not in here anyway. So I'm gonna have to get this big one.
And what else do we need to get? Namdi's got all the painting and stuff, so I need a small roller kit, or maybe a kit. Let's see if I can find a kit with a roller in it, everything included, if they've got any in here. Probably not. All right, never mind. We'll pick up one of these little ones, or one of these little kits here. Mini rollers. I've already got a brush. I need a tray. I've got rollers, I just need a tray. Pick up a cheap tray, that will do me. Job done. I'm heading back to site. I just want to also give you guys a quick update on the cowboy build job. So all the undercoating has been finished down there. Nandy's done a great job there. It's looking really good. And all the electrics, there's a couple sockets to be finished, but otherwise we've got all the lights working in there. We have also painted all the ceilings in the 6 bedrooms. So there's 3 bedrooms on the top floor, 3 bedrooms on the middle floor. Those are 2 floors that we're working on right now, and the bathroom as well on the top floor, and the kitchen on the top floor. So the bathroom is actually on order, so we're waiting for that to come soon. And the kitchen is being chosen at the moment by the customers, because they're basically providing all the finishings, so all the kitchen units and stuff like that, everything in the kitchen, everything in the bathroom, the taps, the sinks, the toilets, shower, all that stuff. They're providing all that stuff, so they are sourcing that out for us. Now they've actually provided they've ordered the paint for the 3 rooms upstairs, the 3 rooms on the middle floor, and the hallway all the way from the top floor down to the ground floor. So I believe that's actually being delivered to site. So we actually have the paint. So Namdi's going to be back there some point next week, and he's actually going to start doing a first coat on all of the rooms in the hallway and everything. He's going to give everything 1 coat. They've also decided to go for carpet in the bedroom, so that means we can put in all the skirting boards and stuff like that in architrave. So we'll be moving on ahead on that. So what he's going to do for now, just to keep him going, he's going to give everywhere 1 coat of paint, and that will give me time to sort out all the skirting boards and stuff like that. We'll get all the skirtings in on all the rooms, and then he can caulk everything and give everything a 2nd coat, and then that will be all the rooms painted. So once the rooms are painted, we're out of those rooms, because it's going to be carpet, so the carpet will go right at the end. But we're hoping to get the 2 floors finished within the next 2 months. So that is the plan. So we'll see how we get on, but it all depends on how quickly they get us the other stuff, like the kitchens and the bathrooms and all that stuff. So as I said, the bathroom has been decided. Now all the bits agreed for the top floor. I'm going to get them some measurements this week for the 1st floor, so that they can decide what parts they want for the bathroom there. And I'm waiting for them to get back to me on the kitchen stuff. So yeah, just giving you guys a quick update there. Obviously once the painting starts and we get some color in one of the rooms, I will try and show you guys what it's looking like. I'm really excited to see, finish the rooms and so on, but I think it's going to look great when it's done. So yeah, that's it. So anyway, heading back to this job now. I'm going to see if I can finish this painting today. I've got some more work to do there as well, so a few little bits as well. So if I get a chance, I'll show you what those bits are as well. So at some point I'll be back there, probably do a day or 2 here down there as well.
Alright guys, so we've got one coat, an undercoat on that ceiling, and it's looking very good. The blend is really good. You cannot see it at all. Obviously you can see the dark parts where the paint is, but as far as the actual blend of the plaster. So once this dries, I'm going to give this ceiling 2 coats of paint, and it will all blend in nicely. So I'm just hitting all the areas that were skimmed and filled and dirty just with one coat, and then once that's dried, then we can hit the entire wall. That way we know that when we get the coats on it, it's all gonna be one color.
Anywhere you go, you belong. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
Quick update, I've been painting. Too boring to film. You guys don't want to see me just painting and painting and painting. But I'm going to give you guys a quick update, and I'm going to show you the last bit of painting that I've got to do. I've finished the kitchen downstairs. It's looking great. I'll take you down once I've done up here and show you all the way around. I've done the whole hallway, the ceiling as well. And the bathroom has had a second coat on the area that I plastered, blended it in, and it almost looks perfect. I can very barely see where the paint color differs. So I'm about to now give the whole ceiling a last coat, and it should be absolutely perfect then. All right, so this is it. So I doubt you guys can see where the blend was or where it joined, I can't even see it now. Now that the paint is dry, I can see maybe a slight patchy area, a little bit darker there. But that's pretty much all I can see. So by the time I've given this one coat all the way around, it will be looking good. And then that will basically be done. So I'm about to do this last coat. I'll probably start from this area and I'll work my way down to the area that we skimmed, and then we'll pop those lights in and that's it, job done. So those of you who saw the job that I did yesterday, that bathroom, massive job. Quite a lot of things, quite a lot of different trade aspects involved in there. Bit of carpentry, bit of plumbing really, are the main ones. Out of interest, what would you guys say would be a fair price to pay for that sort of work? Or that level of work, or amount of work? Taking out the old shower tray and screen, ripping up the old subfloor, and replacing it, sorting out those leaky pipes, installing the new tray, installing the new shower glass, and basically sorting out a broken shower. What would you guys say would be a fair price to pay for, I mean, not the materials, because that varies depending on what stuff you're buying, but let's say on the labor, what would you say is a fair price to pay for that amount of work to be done? Let me know in the comments. I'll be very interested to see what figure you guys come up with, or what different figures people come up with. Guys, I'm done. It is baking in here. Obviously, I've got my hat on, but just because I'm leaving now, I'm pretty much finished. I've just cleaned up everything, vacuumed, swept, wiped down, packed up the van. So I'm all done. Let me show you guys what it looks like. There we go, guys. Look at that beautiful ceiling. Do you remember what it looked like before? As I said, no evidence of any blend in here via the plaster or the paint. So ceiling is back how it should be. So yeah, I'm quite happy of how that's come out. That's there. Let's go now and have a look downstairs at the other areas that I did. So we did the hallway here. Let's see if I can show you guys. I'm not sure how it would look on camera, but obviously it's still drying, so there's still a few little patchy areas that are a little bit shinier than others because it's still drying. But that's here anyway. This is where we sorted out where the crack was, all the way across here. And then here we are, we've got the kitchen. So I've painted the walls of the kitchen all the way around to there, all the way around to there. and that's looking real nice. Put everything back. So remember, we painted down here. This is where I did the filling, all underneath here, all at the top here, all the top up here as well. And obviously that was the worst area, that's all been done. And all the cracks over there have been done as well. But yeah, this is what it's looking like, it's looking good. So yeah guys, that is it. I am off for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know what you think of how it's come out from, if you guys remember the first time I came here and did all the plastering, to how it's come out now. I'm happy with it. I'm gonna go see the lady now and see if she's happy with it because I haven't shown it to her yet. But anyway, I'm off guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Thanks for watching.